With Halloween just around the corner, people are decorating their houses with lights and props. Haunted houses are popping up everywhere. Nothing but brown leaves on the ground and the smell of the fresh fall air. There is one thing that many people love to do for Halloween, and many do it just for the fall season: carving pumpkins. I've been carving pumpkins with my family and friends since I was 4. And today I'd love to share this hobby with you. Today I'm going to show you how to carve a pumpkin for Halloween. We will be cutting, gutting, outlining, and carving the pumpkin to get into the Halloween spirit. So before we actually carve this cute little pumpkin, we're going to need tools and other things to make sure that we have everything. We need something like this that scrapes out the things from the inside, and this to actually get inside. This actually came in a pack, and I got it for 98 cents at Walmart. If you're doing this inside like I am, you're going to need a bag to put all the stuff that's from the inside of the pumpkin into the bag. And you're going to need a marker to outline and candles for the end. So at the beginning, we need to cut the top of the pumpkin. You're going to make a little circle around here as so. And we're going to do that right now. So you just carve until you're meeting it all the way. And you want to make sure that you make it big enough for the scraper and your hand to fit in. And you want to make sure you're going at an angle like this, so that when you put the top back on, it fits on properly. So once you cut it all the way through, you're going to take the top off, and you're going to see all the goop inside. So for the top part, we're just going to take this bag here, put it over underneath, and you're going to want to scrape it off with the knife. And once you're doing that, make sure that it's fitting perfectly on top, and as so. So then what you're going to do, this little part right here, you're going to cut just a little bit more of that so that the scraper and your hand can fit inside. So once you cut all this through, you're going to want to get a little messy, so wear what you think is appropriate. So you're going to reach in and gut out the pumpkin, as so. And once you gut out most of it, you're going to take your scraper and scrape all around on the sides, as so. And there are a lot of seeds, and you want to make sure that all the goop and the seeds are out before you start carving or outlining. So once you're done cutting out and gutting, you're going to take the top back off. You're going to make sure that everything is clean. Then you're going to put the top back on, as so. And you're going to want to outline the face of your pumpkin. So for this, we're just going to sit down for this. And we are going to make just a little face. And when you're making it, you want to make sure that you're doing it just a tiny bit smaller than what you would, so that you don't see any black marks for when you carve. And you can make any kind of decoration as you'd like, but for right now, we're just going to do a little happy pumpkin face. So once you're done outlining, you're going to take your knife here, and you're just going to cut on the outside of the lining about here. So as you cut, you're just going to keep going through all the way, and you want to make sure that you have all the lines completely connected, so that when you get to the end of carving, you can just poke it out as so. So as you can see, through right here, you can see it's very thick. What I like to do, I like to carve that part out just a little bit, so that there's more of an opening, as so. Alright, and once you have done that, you have have made your little jack-o'-lantern. And what I'd like to do, I like to set out this candle, put it on. This is just a little artificial candle. You put it inside and put the top back on, and you have a little jack-o'-lantern. So after cutting, outlining, and carving this pumpkin, it now becomes a spooky jack-o'-lantern you've always wanted to make for Halloween. Now you know how to carve the pumpkin and how to properly do so. Pumpkin carving is a wonderful way for friends and family to come together and have a great time. Or it's just something to set the mood for a perfect spooky Halloween season.